This is the O2C Media Network, and this is the first ever Sports Final Selection Sunday with hot fudge and a big old basketball on top. And here he is. He ain't going to waste no time. Let's go to the backspan. Hey, thank you. How you doing? If you notice that's right, folks. It's time for the chapeau to get on, and time for us to bring you what CBS just did for an hour. We're going to bring it to you for a half hour, and that is a recap of all the action taking place. It is Selection Sunday. Of course, we can't say that word, so we have to say it in form of a hot fudge sundae. That's right. We are dancing with the tournament. All right. That's enough of that. Let's see him block me out for that. Anyway, we're going to be here for 30 minutes plus because, well, we were a delay. So let us go forth. Yes, let us go forth. Do we have the brackets? Thank you. Yes, sir. We got a good crew here. Unfortunately, we're low budget. So we don't even have the big board with us. We have the moderately condensed Zerton board, but I think you'll get it. Here we go. We got the brackets. You got the fun. Everybody else is a son of a gun. Let's get to the thing before we vanish off the face of this earth. We'll go about 35, 40 minutes. Big deal. So, what do we have here? Are the brackets listed? Yes, they just got through over there at CBS with their bracket finalia. So if we got it, can we dig it? Can we put them on, boys and ghouls? We don't want to print. We just want to put it on. Let's enlarge it and tell you who's going where and when and how and all that fun. And you can see the matches, the event on CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV. That's right. Turner Sports and CBS Sports together again, but last year was Turner that was supposed to bring you the big old finals. This time, it ain't going to happen. So let's start with the first round, March 19th through the 20th. And this, this is in the West region. Number one, undefeated Gonzaga will take on the winner of the the play-in game, which is Norfolk and Appalachian State. Now you gotta really watch out. I'm not a professional prognosticator. I'm just a victim of circumstance. But really, this you might as well just say Gonzaga. No matter who wins the play-in game, Norfolk or Appalachian State, they're going to be victim. Gonzaga is going to win it. So put Gonzaga all the way to the second round. Oklahoma, 8th seeded, going up against 9th seeded Missouri. Very interesting pairing. Not much there to speak of. I'm going Oklahoma over Missouri. 5th seeded Creighton going up against UC Santa Barbara. And this is going to be a toss-up, but I'm just going with my gut. And it's since COVID, it's hit big. Creighton to beat UC Santa Barbara. 4th seeded Virginia taking on 13th seeded Ohio, not Ohio State, just Ohio. Well, I want to see the 4th seed go into the second round. I think this may be a little upset in the making. 13th seed Ohio to advance barely. 6th-seeded USC taking on the winner of the playing game, the 11th seed, either Wichita or Drake. Look for Drake to beat Wichita and then USC to beat Drake. There you go. 3rd seed, Kansas, taking on, baby. Taking on 14th seeded Eastern Washington. Again, much like Gonzaga, Kansas will dispatch Eastern Washington very fast. Kansas advances. 7th-seeded Oregon taking on Virginia Commonwealth University, otherwise known as VCU, the 10th seed. Again, a tough game. By all intents and purposes, Oregon should win it, but I'm going to give the 10th-seeded Virginia Commonwealth the big shot here. They will advance. 2nd seed Iowa will take on 15th seed Grand Canyon. Again, this is going to be tough to hold, but Iowa's just too good. They'll advance. Now, in the Eastern Division, number 1 with a bow wow. That's Michigan. They will take on the winner of the playing game between Texas Southern and, if I can find out who MTSM is, Matimson. Give me a moment here. I'm going to get to the 2001 playing games and oh, there it is right there. Thank you. Mount St. Mary's. Yeah, Mount St. Mary's going up against Texas Southern. That winner will go up against Michigan. Either way, I'm calling Gonzaga on this one. Michigan will defeat either team. They will advance second round. 8th-seeded LSU going up against 9th-seeded St. Bonaventure. LSU hit a few stumbling blocks this year. St. Bonaventure, not exactly Royal Kingdom crushers, but this has been a very weird year. I'm going to, again, my gut, St. Bonaventure's got a good shot to advance. They just got to watch out for LSU. 5th seed, Colorado, going up against 12th seed, Georgetown. Bye-bye, Colorado. When you're up against Georgetown and the person that coaches them, well, nice knowing you. Georgetown advances. 4th-seeded Florida State versus 13th-seeded UNCG. Doesn't matter the initials. The next initials will be OUT. Florida State advances. To continue the East, 6th-seeded BYU will take on the winner of the playing game between UCLA and Michigan State University. They did it, number 23. But this is going to be tough because the winner goes up against BYU. MSU just got in by the skin of their teeth. Apologeticals to Spartan fans. UCLA, they're a tough team. If MSU can avoid the penalties, the missed shots, and just do what they can to stop UCLA's group of players, can stop the movement, can stop the strength, and just kick some ass, they're going to advance as the number 11 seed. Otherwise, this is one game that, the playing games usually are boring. I'm afraid MSU and UCLA, that's going to be a hit. I want to say Michigan State University will win, but again, the winner of that game going up against BYU, well, while I want MSU to advance, while I want UCLA to advance, I'm going to say MSU to beat UCLA and just barely get rid of Brigham Young. Number 3, Texas, going up against number 14, Abilene Christian. Sister Christian, you are gone from here. That's right, Texas will advance. Number 7, Connecticut up against Maryland. Well, Maryland, this from MSU. Sucks to be you, doesn't it? Say bye-bye to Maryland. Connecticut in a shocker. Number 2, Alabama going up against number 15, Iona. No contest. Alabama, too tough in both football and basketball. They'll advance. Let's go to the other side, shall we? And the other side will be the Sioux. And number 1 in that will be Baylor. They'll be taking on number 16, Hartford. No, not the insurance company, but the college team, Hartford. I think we can just say it. There has rarely been a 16 seed beating a number 1 seed in the first round. I know there have been teams that have tried and succeeded. But I think after last year's madness was canceled due to COVID, this time, this is going to be a game to watch. I think Baylor, close shot. Baylor squeaks from danger and goes to the second round. 8th seeded North Carolina going up against number 9 seed Wisconsin. Once again, you got 2 good teams facing each other. One wins and the other, well, they go do American Express card commercials. North Carolina just dispatched Wisconsin in a close game, could go to 1 overtime. We'll just find out. Villanova, 5th seed going up against Winthrop. So, how will Winthrop and Villanova do? Not bad, not good, but not bad. Villanova will advance. 4th seeded Purdue going up against North Texas. Purdue, welcome to the party. You're in, North Texas. Unless a miracle happens and Purdue falls on their face, you will be displaced after the first round. 6th seeded Texas Tech going up against 11th seeded Utah State. Believe it or not, they're walking on air. Texas Tech to advance. Utah State will go back and, well, realize how good Sister Wives is. Next. Number 3, Arkansas taking on number 14, Colgate. Smile, Colgate. You have no cavities. You have no chance, but you have no cavities to prove it. But maybe you do this year. Not. Go number 3, Arkansas. 7th seed Florida going up against 10th seed Virginia Tech. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Florida will win. All right. 2nd seed, that stool. Yeah, let's call it that. That stool from Columbus. Ohio State going up against 15th seed Oral Roberts. Isn't he the guy that talked to God? God told him that he was going to be coming home. God's right. Oral Roberts, you'll be going home because Ohio State is going to smite you. And that's about the only time I'll ever do a religious joke. Let's go on to the Midwest and do a little tap dance here. Number 1, Illinois will take on 16th seed Drexel. No, not the friend of Nick Rekieta's. No. For this case, they would win. Illinois in a cakewalk over Drexel, the college team. 8th seeded Loyola Chicago going up against 9th seed Georgia Tech. And this will be done quick. Georgia Tech to win. If there are any upsets here, don't blame me. I just predict them. I don't, I ain't Jimmy the Greek. Oh, grateful of that. Okay, Georgia Tech to advance. 5th seed Tennessee going up against 12th seed Oregon State. Two good teams. One constant joke. Yep, that's right. And yes, I'm going to pick it and say it because they are the only 10 I see advancing. 5th seeded Tennessee advances. Oregon State goes home proud that they at least got selected. 4th seeded Oklahoma State taking on 13th seed Liberty. And where there is liberty, there is justice. Except now, Oklahoma State to advance. 6th seeded San Diego State taking on 11th seeded Syracuse. This is for my friend Alex Sims. I play the themes, the music on kazoo, so we don't get, those naughty little things on YouTube going, oh, you've just violated a copyright? How can you copyright something when you're playing it on a kazoo? Syracuse gives San Diego State their walking papers. 3rd seeded West Virginia. They'll battle 14th seed Morehead State. And that'll be the last time I'll be saying Morehead as not just a school, but as a perennial dirty joke. Because West Virginia is going to take Morehead and, well, boot it. Finally, the last two teams, 7th seeded Clemson going up against 10th seeded Rutgers. Clemson moves on. 2nd seed Houston going up against 15th seeded Cleveland State. Again, it's the lower seeds, like the 15th and 16th seeds, you got to watch out for because while they're little unknown, they do have a chance to beat either a number 1 or 2 seed. This will be their chance, Cleveland State, to take Houston to the limit, but Houston will take them to the exit. Houston will advance. Now, as for who I think is going to be in the Final Four, well, the Final Four, and frankly, I don't care. I'm going to pick the Final Four. So the Final Four teams will be representing the West, Gonzaga. You heard me. The Final Four is going to be Gonzaga and Final Four. Where's Final Four? Thank you, guys. That's Elite Eight, Final Four. Okay, thank you. Gonzaga, Michigan. Yes, I'm picking Michigan. Out of the East, and Gonzaga out of the West. Out of the South, I'm picking North Carolina. And in an upset out of the Midwest, I'm taking Syracuse. That's Final Four. And the big two, the final two that I'm going to pick, unless anything happens, I see Gonzaga, Scaramouche, I see Gonzaga in the final, in the finals. I see Gonzaga taking out Michigan, and they are going up to go against North Carolina. That's right. That's the national championship game. And if this season goes to form, I think we're all going to be doing this. Unga zaga, unga zaga, unga, unga, unga zaga, unga zaga. I can't stop this feeling. Oh, that's about 8 seconds right there. Deep inside my... There you go. Yep, I am saying unless, again, something happens, Gonzaga is your national champion. And there you go. The gauntlet has been made, the predictions on videotape. So if I change them, you all know that I really screwed up. But we hope you folks out there do the bracket busting contest on your local CBS outlets, or of course on CBS.com or on March Madness or any other website that has a March Madness bracket. And if you win, good luck, because it was a March Madness bracket where I won my little phone here. I know lightning can't strike twice, but hey, last year before they canceled the tournament, the winner got a trip to Hawaii. Now the winner's going to get something else. But we'll be here. Sports Final will give you all of the details of all the games. And also, I got to plug something here in mid-Michigan. The first and second round games, the late starters, about 9:30. If they go over 11 o'clock, WLNS TV6 will have two live 11 o'clock newscasts. You can see WLNS 6 News at 11, live at 11, on their sister outlet, WLAJ, my BC 53. And, of course, following the late game, there will be a second little piece of fun and merriment following the game and the post-show, probably around 11:30. Unless that game ends early, unless all their late games ended around 11. But just in case they don't, following the late game, WLNS at probably 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time will have 6 News live following the game. That's right, you get 2 chances. I think Thursday and Tuesday and Thursday of the first and second round. The rest are just, big guesses. So 6 News will be here for you at 11 o'clock on ABC 53 and following the late game live on WLNS. I have to do that because WLNS is our official and unofficial station here on Sports Final, and we respect them. Audrey Dahlgren will be covering the events like she did this year. And that is it. We have done it. Before we say our au revoirs to thee, my friends, before we say our good nights, let's give you a little hint of what we're going to be doing on Sports Final tonight. Midnight Eastern Time right here on my YouTube channel, because I got to do 2 shows on Spreaker, 11 and 11:30 respectfully. Put them live to tape. But here we go. Big news. After a 20-year NFL career, Drew Brees has retired, or announced his retirement. We also got a winner of the Players' Championship in golf. The Texans have traded their 2018 Pro Bowl selection to the Dolphins. And on the announcement of Drew Brees retiring from the New Orleans Saints, the Saints and Taysom Hill have agreed on a 4-year, $140 million extension. All that plus, Aaron Jones and the Packers agree on a 4-year deal. We'll also give you Major League Baseball scores and everything else you want, as we also will do more on the tournaments and everything else on this wild Sunday of sports. That's tonight at midnight Eastern, right here on youtube.com/Lugnuts, the number 6. Here on my little Lugnuts 6 channel. Thank you all very much for joining us for selections for the NCAA Hot Fudge Selection Sunday Special here on Sports Final on the L2C Media Network. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. And we'll be here. We hope you'll be here because the dance has begun. Viva! Good night, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you tonight at midnight, 12:05. Let's give it a few moments. So long, everybody.